Shout out to Alex on this deal too, and then shout out to myself. Me and Alex both negotiated this deal. I was on the buyer side of this deal, and then Alex was on the selling side with the team. I forgot the name. Let me give a shout out to Alex because he it was you guys. This was a lot of work.
Maple Leaf.
They're with Maple Leaf, but his team name is. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting their name. The Rob Gasker Real Estate Group. They were hard to work with because I was just telling her that the owner, he don't fuck around. Like I guess he got his business, which is fine. I'm not, I don't take it personal, but they was very relentful when we were writing the LOI, negotiating on the terms and the conditions of this deal. It was a lot of work, man. You guys kind of get a sneak peek of it right now. We're gonna try. I don't even want to tell you how it's gonna get all worked out and how everything's gonna work, but you will see it. Stay tuned. It will be a good vibe. And it's crazy. The location is a good location. And again, this is why being in real estate is so important because I was able to negotiate this deal. Had I not had my license, it probably wouldn't have went the way it went. And shout out to everybody that was involved in this. Miss Peggy, myself, behind the camera, Yin, Alex, Rob, everybody that worked on this deal. It was ugly. It got a little bit of weird at first, but that's why I was able to learn the real estate practice, learn everything I had to learn about the business, and to be able to come and negotiate the terms. And I think that was very important because I don't want to get burned. I was able to negotiate the lease and the terms of how I wanted everything to be. And that to me is important. So it wasn't a yes, it was very hard. And then you're on a time crunch because time is money. So we were able to get to everyone that was involved in this situation, even my clients. I want to give a big thank you to my clients. You guys, without you guys, none of this shit is possible. And a big shout out to Yin. Again, everyone that played a part in this, it wasn't just me. I'm not gonna take all the credit. There was a lot of moving parts in this whole transaction, but I did negotiate it. And my people that helped me, I love you guys, man. This is really for the community, man. At the end of the day, a shout out to who had the shop before me. You know what I mean? It's good to see how it's all gonna work out, and God willing, we can make it work. Again, these guys are, these guys are they're about their business. So you got to be able to play ball, man, and not take things personal. In real estate, I've learned you can't take things personal. You just got to learn how to be a negotiator, be a businessman, and just go with the punches. But I don't want to let your ear off. I got Miss Peggy waiting outside. But yes, the keys have been delivered, and so man, it's official, man. Keys to the new, you feel me, man. So I'll see y'all in a little bit, man. Now it's time to get some sushi and sake. Celebrate, have a mild day, chill, and talk the next step because now it's coming in here renovating. And again, we negotiate some things. I'll teach you guys things about that, about tenant improvements. Shout out to Brittany. They're gonna come in here, not me. They're gonna come in here, tear up the floors, do some things to it, and I was able to negotiate that, learning how you can get tenant improvements done. And shout out to my boy Ken, owner of Ebony and Ivory. He's in real estate as well. We had a big talk about how he was able to acquire Ebony and Ivory and get some things done. So it's not always bringing cash to the table. It's always about leveraging the business value you have to bring. So I got some gems I learned over the last couple of years. And again, shout out to Brittany and Ken. They're both in commercial real estate and they know what they're doing. So that's what matters. But I'm not gonna let y'all air if I gotta get in the wind. Peggy's waiting. I'll see y'all in a second, man. But it's official. We do have the keys. It's been almost 3.5 years for this moment, man. And God is the greatest, man. I can't lie enough, man. Like, God is great. We did it, man. 3 years later, man. I wrote everything I said I was gonna do. I did it. YouTube is booming out of control. Real estate, I became an agent, and we came back to get the shop, and we still got upper levels. So I don't know, man. What more do you want from us? Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Taz's house. Subscribe to Suji Garvey. Subscribe to Tasman Holloway, and subscribe to Flip Phase, man. We on the way, man. I'll see y'all in a second, man. Peace. So we got the floors being torn up right now. Let's see, these are like, there's still kind of some kind of this material. So this all have to be, hopefully, I don't know if that can even come off. You think it'll be able to come off? Nah. Damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to script.
Because if you did epoxy on this, you think you could do epoxy over this?
No, no, maybe the guy who used the epoxy, I need to sand it.
You gotta sand it down first, huh?
Yeah, I need to sand it, everything very, very smooth.
Because if you could get it down to Where it's just smooth, that'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be cool, man.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I don't need to scrap a little bit.
Yeah.
The other guy's coming to that.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a lot of work, man, to get it done, but it'll get done. It'll get done, man. Okay.
It's been hard now.
Yeah.
In some floors, it's easy because it's a thin. They give us thin.
Yeah, you know we do it thin, yeah.
Yeah, you got it so very.
Yeah. All right. Well.
The next day.
Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just left Costco with this crazy person over here and got some Costco pizza. If you guys haven't already, go get some Costco pizza. Is it the best pizza you've had?
Yeah.
It's definitely blowing everybody out the water, man. So we was driving, man. I was going down memory lane, man, because it's crazy. So I'm sitting here right now. This is where it all once started at, you guys. Right here, this building right here. This is where upper level started at. And then I'm gonna show you guys. So I was here. This is a 50-50 South Tacoma way. Shout out to my boy Zach. He owned the gym across the street from us right here. So my boy Zach used to own this gym right here called Body Armor Athletics. He ended up moving down to California with his wife. And then this is where, once I got out that building, I moved right here. And you can see they're trying to tear the legacy down, but they can't, man. I'm everywhere. So this is where after that had all went down, I was right here. I painted this building. I was upstairs. I was working on putting a restaurant on the bottom floor. This dude screwed me out of like thousands. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. He screwed me out of this in this building. I renovated this building, and this was the determining factor that broke me down to a epitome of a person. Like, I lost everything in this building, and it's just crazy because, like, you look at it come full circle. My name is still on the building right there. I'm a legend out here. Like, my company name is still in that building, and it's funny because it's like, man, I put so much into that building and did so much for that guy, and he was just a slumlord, and he screwed me out of a lot of money, and it cost me literally everything. And so I'm gonna put you on a little secret. We was gonna move right here, but we thought, nah, that wasn't gonna be the move, you know what I'm saying? So we said, nah, we ain't gonna do that one. So we chose what we chose. But I just wanted to show you guys that because I think everybody thinks life is so easy, and it's not supposed to be about adversity and drama and trouble and shit. And man, it's everything that when I first started that journey at the 50-50 South Tacoma way, then going to 5205 South Tacoma way, it's like I had to go through the hurdles of life and be where I'm at now. And because it wasn't, the whole thing wasn't easy. It was hard. It took me 4 years to get where I'm at now. And I was losing everything in 2020, getting into real estate, understanding real estate. Mind you, I had just lost all my money in 2019 in the other shop, on the first upper level shop that I bought from Elijah Ben, and to go across the street and to double back and have to go do it downtown with Brittany, incubate the business, trust the business, keep the clients I had rolling with me. And I've touched, pause, no diddy, like I've touched lives all over the world. So to double back on it now and do the new shop and have a whole new brand and a whole new entity, it feels good because it just shows me that you got to be able to overcome the hard times and the rough times to get to the good times. So I just want to give you that. I was at a little gym, but I got to go grab me some cabbage right now because your boy been juicing cabbage, man, every day, man, trying to get right. Keep this gut right. If y'all ain't out there already, see, that's where you feel me's at. You feel me? So yeah, but that's all you guys gotta do is just keep going and keep believing in yourself, man, and keep trusting the process, man. But it's your boy, man. Video's gonna continue. But again, man, I'm just thankful for anybody that supported me through the whole journey. Be ready for the new adventure, man. It's gonna be fun. But I gotta go grab this cabbage. So I'll see y'all in a second. Peace. Sorry, I had to change the SD card. That one got full. But you just gotta have I don't give a attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess I feel like I've been going to church. That's almost like the last year I've been going to church. Ever since all this stuff has been happening, I've been going to church and getting closer with God and just talking to the man upstairs and getting better understanding. I didn't have a lot of understanding. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't understand a lot of things I was going through, man. But He's been blessing me, man. And I got my kids back. You know what I mean? I can't go into details. Obviously, it's under a court order. I can't speak about the case, but I got my kids back, and I was up against some heavy allegations and things that were not true, but I had to trust God. So you know, I guess in other words, losing my barbershops in 2020, losing everything in 2020. The girl I was dating at the time took everything and left, and I go get in real estate school and get my real estate license. I sell a couple of houses, move to the Ruston waterfront, get everything going, to be involved in I almost died in a car accident, to lose everything, be homeless, and start all over again and have to rebuild it again. And here I am now, I'm just a fucking warrior, man, and nobody can fucking stop me, man. I don't give a fuck what they say. Like, you guys can't fucking stop me. I have 200,000 subscribers on this channel right here, and on my other channels I have thousands of subscribers. On my TikTok I blew up all over that, and this is all about God. This is God's plan. Like, God put me in a great position to be talented and have the endurance. I've been fired from jobs. I've been talked bad about by people, and I just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And I have a mentality that is to not be broken, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm human, so I take things personal. I'm passionate, but you know, I'm not a fucking quitter, man. So I'm proud of myself for not being a fucking quitter. I get out here and I go for this shit, man. They told me I couldn't sell real estate. They told me I was gonna be like my uncles and, you know, in prison and shit, man, and all this other goofy, corny shit. And, you know, look at me, man, a person that has overcame so much in this lifetime, and becoming a real estate agent, losing money from a bad landlord and a shitty ass leased contract, to then double back and swing the gavel at my own leasing deal and negotiate my team and myself on this new transaction. And learning that, you know, you guys can't read Gary Keller's book, man, The $1 Million Agent. Like, you know, these are things that I had to sit back for the last couple of years and learn all these things. You know, sometimes I don't question God, but I don't understand all the intervals that go on in his life. You know, I don't get it sometimes. I don't understand why certain things happen, you know, but it's not for me to question God. It's for me just to try to be a better person every single day and get up and go get it. So that's what I do. And, you know, there's so many things. Like I said, again, I got my health back in order as far as my stomach, drinking cabbage juice, eating sardines, eating turmeric, removing red meat from my diet. Every now and again I was, you know, interacting with red meat, but I really don't mess with red meat like that. You know, it's bad for you. It's terrible. It's bad on my gut. It's bad on everyone's gut. It's terrible. So I eat a lot of sauerkraut. It's really good for your gut. Drink a lot of cabbage juice, oatmeal, just healthy things, man. Reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of podcasts, just every day challenging myself, listening to other real estate agents who are in the business, learning the e-commerce business, learning the YouTube business, you know, just learning so I can one day be worth $100 million. You know, and that was the goal. At the end of the day, was to be worth $100 million one day. And I'm going to do it, you know what I mean? So by the grace of God, I'm going to always keep challenging myself to be the great man that I know I can be. And anybody out there that's listening to this, man, I don't care if it's one person or one individual, man, don't let them stop you. Just keep going, keep trusting in God. I've literally beat every day. I mean, you name it, and I've been through every single emotion, every single situation. I've had girls cheat on me, people talk shit about me, people try to, you know, steal my barbershop names, and, you know, people, barbers I gave a game to, hated on me and went behind my back and doubled back on me and did things. And you know, at the end of the day, I want to tell everybody thank you. Everyone who ever did something shady to me, thank you, because it created the man that I am today. It created the man that everyone that like did something bad behind my back or did something to, you know, try and intentionally be spiteful and hurt me. I want to say thank you, because it created this monster ass motherfucker who's a badass when it comes to business, and when it comes to being kicked, I'm a motherfucker who gets up and gets right back to it. So, you know, I go work out. I believe in God. I'm a God-fearing man, and I believe that if God be for me, nothing can be against me. And I'm willing to challenge that at any level, man. God is the end all and the be all, and I know it because I literally have taken the biggest plummets that most would have folded and just gave up on. Like, I'm throwing the towel in, you know, losing back to back, you know what I mean? In 2020, losing everything to get it right back and work hard to have a man sell me a car with no gap insurance policy, and a man hit me with no car insurance, and the banks fucked me. I mean, all the banks fucked me. I mean, because of the car accident, I couldn't even get insurance on my cars because they had it in the policy that I was the reason that the car accident happened. But the guy who hit me didn't have insurance. So somebody at Progressive wrongfully had put in the system that I was at fault for the accident. So I had to get a, what is it called? I had to get a, fuck, I don't want to say the wrong words, because I had to get a letter, not a letter of execution. I had to get a letter of, I have to look it up, man, because it's like a letter of independence or something like that. But I had to have an insurance lawyer contact the underwriters over at Progressive Insurance to give me the right documents. I couldn't even get car insurance. So when I couldn't get car insurance for 6 months, no one would insure me, because this is when all the Kia stuff was happening, everything was going on, and they told me you cannot get your cars insured. So because of that, I couldn't get my cars insured. All the loans that I had financed ended up putting their own car insurance on my loans. So a car payment that was like $600 to maybe $1,000 jumped up to $1,800 a month per car. So these things were crazy to me, man. I can't even go into details about how fucked up the world can be at times, and how fucked up these banks and this corrupt companies, car insurance, all this shit. But it's meant to break you. And again, I was hit by a guy who had no insurance. I was sold a vehicle by a guy who did terrible business. And I always say this to this day, man, I don't understand why. I went and bought a car from you for $100,000, and you sold me a car for $100,000, and you sell me the car with no gap policy, and you ruined my life, bro. You literally ruined my life, and didn't have the nerve to talk shit about Rolexes, and I'm not a real estate agent, and call me pricks and all this stuff. And you know, and it's like he wanted me to crash out. It's almost like they wanted me to crash out. I've had everything you can imagine. I'm not trying to play victim right now. I'm just trying to give you some game on don't give up. Like, all these things happened again. I had all these barbers I gave the game to, and everyone that was inspired, they don't got to give me my flowers. They go do barber conventions and things, and they don't want to get my flowers. That's fine. But I know all you guys sat back and watched me do this thing with this barber thing, man. And now it feels good, because with all that being said, all the fucked up things that happened to me, people hating, people doing shady shit, me not having my kids, I got my kids now. You know, we got real estate licensed, you know what I mean, after failing the test on numerous occasions. I'm just blessed, man, you know, and I'm not taking all the credit. I had to listen to people. I had to be coached. I had to be isolated. I had to go to the gym. I had to read books. I had to trust God. There was so many different layers to how I had to get to this point, and it got lonely, and it got boring, and it got scary. And I don't know, man. I feel like, you know how you get that feeling of like, we did it. That's how I feel right now. I feel like we did it. You know, at the end of it, I feel like we really did it. You know what I mean? Like, everyone was against me, bro. Everybody. And it's when you're a man like Tasman Holloway, it's hard, because like, you know, a lot of people, I don't think they don't understand me. So the misinterpretation of misunderstanding me, they don't like me. So, but you know, which is fine. But like, when you don't understand someone, you don't like them. So, you know, I don't have hate toward anybody, man. I think we're all people of God. You know, do I agree with everybody? Not at all. And it could be black, white, Asian, or green. But at the end of the day, I love everybody, man. Everybody, even when you're wrong, the Bible says, "Die for they know not what they do." So sometimes you can't even be mad at people for making dumb decisions, man. You can't be mad at people for doing things, because at the end of the day, God said, "I will use your enemies as your footstools." And it feels so good to hit this channel to 200,000 subscribers, on the road to 1 million. You know, everyone was laughing at me, bro. I started YouTube. You know, I got several channels with thousands of subscribers now, and I just, at the end of the day, just being myself. You know, I wasn't trying to be like anybody else. You know, the world's already full of other people, so why be like them? Just be like yourself. You know what I mean? Be yourself. You believe it or not, people will gravitate to you for being yourself. They can see when you're being fake and you're not being authentic and you're not being real. So be yourself. And I'm not saying fake it to make it, but no, sometimes you have to, I call it adjusting to the circumstances that you're dealing with. Maybe you have to adjust, but I don't believe in faking it till you make it. I believe in doing what you gotta do to get where you gotta go. And I don't know, man. I don't want to let y'all ear off, but man, it's been a crazy journey, and I'm only gonna keep learning and keep growing, man. And thank you again to everybody, Brittany, Rob Gaska, Alex, myself, Yin, Kelly, Brittany. I mean, everybody, all my clients. I mean, you guys are all the MVPs. I'm just connecting the dots, you know. At the end of the day, shout out to everybody, even all the barbers out here, man. You know, You know, whether or not they giving me my flowers or not, I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need them. I mean, they can hate it or love it, you know, but the underdog on top, man, you know. And shout out to everybody who, you know, is out here feeding their family, man, taking care of their business, man. And, you know, shout out to everybody, again, that's out here just handling their business, man, and not letting the economy or who's the president or all the politics and all the things intervene their greatness, man. Just, you know, to be great, that should come with a heavy ass burden, and you got to be able to, you know, get in there and overcome this shit, man. And I'm proud of myself for what I've went through and what I have to go through. Sometimes I don't understand it at times, but you know, I always look at it like I get to go through these things. I get to learn from these things. I get to, you know, I get to be the guy that, you know, gets to challenge himself on these situations. And I've challenged myself to be a great individual, man. And I think that at the end of the day, man, God is the greatest, man. He is the greatest. And everything I ever wanted as a child, you know, most people wanted to go to the NBA. Most people wanted to go, you know, and do, you know, be rappers. And I wanted all that too, right? But I remember being a kid and hanging out. I'll never forget dribbling a basketball with my boy John Luther in West Seattle, seeing my Uncle Kenny pull up in a Corvette that was on triple gold Dayton's, 20-inch. This was in the 90s, y'all. Get what I'm saying now. 20-inch triple gold Dayton's on a candy painted Corvette, and he had a Hummer, the real original Hummer, and he deflated the tires. I remember asking, like, what does he do? And my Uncle Kevin was like, he's in real estate. And that inspired me, bro. Like, you know, from a jit, you know what I'm saying, like from a youngin'. And you know, look where we at today, man. Tasman Little Holloway, man, that made it. If my dad could see it, my granny, my aunties, and my uncles, I was a knucklehead, man. That wasn't supposed to get this far, you guys. And I'm proud of myself, and it hasn't been easy, man. I tell you right now, I go in the gym and lift some of the heaviest weights, man, and I get up every single day, and challenge myself and get to it every single day. I don't complain. I don't agree with everything, and sometimes I get upset. And I appreciate my support system that keeps me grounded, because I do take things personal at times. I do get, you know, a little, you know, I'm passionate, so I get frustrated with people, because people do things to intentionally try to hurt me or disturb me. And at the end of the day, you know, you're not gonna break me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm built different, and I'm just a different type of individual. And I stand on that, and I'm gonna keep doing it.